Go and let's see what's going on. We're gonna do this, so if you guys will try and tap the screen like crazy, we can see what happens with that. See if we can bump the algorithm a little bit so people know I'm here. All right, let's see what's going on. Rachel True, wow. Sun card is coming out first with a 6 of Wands. Oh, wow, and the 4 of Coins. So what we've got here, the Sun card coming up first. These are the ones that I'm meant to see. This is a time of abundance, a time of growth, a time of actual positivity that's really wanting to come in. Some of us are tempted to hold back, to sit around waiting for the other shoe to drop. It's not dropping, but if you wait and wait and wait for the other shoe to drop, if you walk around waiting for the sky to fall in, you're kind of fucked anyway, because you're kind of bringing the rain down on you when you don't need to. And then here we have this, the 6 of Wands. There should be a victory parade, but instead of enjoying the parade and like, hello, we're doing so good, we're enjoying the recognition, we're just like, it's too good to be true. We can't handle it. The sun is bringing in some strong energy right now, and this is a time for abundance, for joy, for happiness to be coming for us. What else is going on? What else do we need to know about this waiting for the other shoe to drop nonsense? Guys, you're meant to have some independence right now. This is the 9 of Coins. This is like being in the luxurious time. This is enjoying your own garden, enjoying your own space, enjoying what's going on that's going right in your life, having gratitude, and occasionally sending out the bird to check what's going on. Then the Wheel of Fortune also coming in. The Sun and the Wheel of Fortune, it doesn't get much luckier than this. If some of your luck has changed, then quit holding to the old beliefs of the past. This is the cycle, the timeline, the shift that's trying to come in. Don't get in the way of your own happiness. Luxuriate in the garden. Don't feel yourself stagnant when you're not. Go to the space of gratitude. I know that's really preachy of me, but go there, for fuck's sake. You're still breathing. You're above ground. If you're not pushing up daisies 6 feet under, then you're doing great today, because a lot of us aren't. This is really coming through strong. The sun is shining, and it is a time for us to start seeing the good again, honoring the good again. Quit waiting for something to the sky to fall in. It's not going to fall in that way. This is what's going on. So that's what I've got. All right. So Crystal, whenever you're here, Esoteric Designs comes in, and I will see Enchanted Sage, which is Brandy, and Esoteric Designs as Crystal. And because they both start with E, I guess my brain just categorizes them and like blah, 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 blah. So I'm really glad that you guys say that you're here and give the name and all of that, because it does help. My brain just organizes them all the same. Like, all the gas stations are kind of the 7-Elevens. All the burger joints are the McDonald's. I've ordered a Whopper at McDonald's. I mean, come on. It's like, okay, they just kind of all get categorized that way. But that's what we got going on. So please just tap the screen like crazy. We'll see what's going on. Your face is painted in Enchanted Design, so that'd be you too. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha, that makes sense. Okay. That makes really sense. Okay, no wonder. All right, so we can do a few quick micros, but we're going to get the paid list open. Let me tell you what's going on. Here we got the paid list, the $20 blind oracle. That's where you get the read you need. I go into the oracles, sometimes tarot, sometimes my guides. We see what comes through. You get the read you need. $30 for the year ahead, or you can do a mini or a full. The mini is $30, the full is $40. It's 7 to 10 cards for the mini, 15 to 20 for the full. Usually I get nosy. Usually there's a lot more, so we'll see what's coming through. If you want the crystal ball bones or past life reading, those are $50. Those take a little longer. Sometimes those go up to even 20 minutes. I am recording, but feel free to record anything that I'm doing all the time. And this is If I See Butterfly. This is how you can reach me. The E comes before the I. Don't pay the wrong person. Let Kim know which read that you want to get and how you paid, because she'll help keep my brain on straight. So that is what we're doing. Your brain just went, what's wrong with ordering a Whopper at McDonald's? Yeah. And I was insistent about it. Like, I had no idea. I was like, yeah, I just want a Whopper. And I'm sure they thought, okay, lady, really? Yeah, you know, just a Whopper. And then I finally realized, oh, that's a Burger King thing. Hello. And my mom was with me, and we started laughing so hard. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, so I will sometimes categorize things like, okay, my son is never going to get over this. But anything that is PlayStation, anything like that, it's all Nintendo to me, because that's the first one I was familiar with. So they're all Nintendos. Even Phil's got like a PlayStation, whatever, PS, this, that, they're all Nintendos. So it's like, that's the category. So that's how it goes. All right, Terry, which read do you want to get, honey? The full reading? Do you have a specific question? And if you let me know which app you paid on, I don't see the question just yet, but sometimes it's a little bit slow. It's a little bit behind. Not a problem, but I might have to have you retype if there is a question. So let's see what we got. Yeah, I'm seeing Terry's full, but I'm not seeing it coming through, so I'm not seeing any question that's come through just yet. And I'm sure it will. Paid on Venmo. Yeah. Venmo, the question is about your kids and the legal stuff going on. Okay. All right. 1 second. Okay. Okay. I don't know if you want to get more specific about the kids and the legal stuff going on. I'm happy to look at it. Let me get some water. What kind of deck are we going in for you? I want the Marchetti's Grand Lux. Just give me a second. It's over to the side here. You can see all these cards over here. I've got to get that one. That's the one that is being called. So 1 second. I'm going to go grabbing this one up. Oh, okay. Sorry about that, guys. I'm going to put these towards the back. So many damn cards is sometimes a little bit ridiculous, but that's okay. You didn't hear me say that. Don't tell my husband you said that. Or I said that. Okay. About the kids and the legals for Terry. Hey there, Zuri. Hey. Yeah, I hope everybody's having good Labor Day. For Terry, what's going on with the legals? We're getting the tilde spread, so it's going to be kind of the shape of that tilde. If you see it on the keyboard, that's why I call it that. Let's see what's going on with that. All right, I'm going to put this down. Custody and if the truth will come out. All right. State of the legals. I want to stop right here. There's heavy duty manipulation energy coming through here. This is like the Magician, but this one is feeling very much the reversed Magician where there's manipulation going on. Hold your boundaries strong. You are leaving a very, very difficult situation. What you've been through in the recent past, you need to leave some of the baggage behind. This is where you really need to go for your own peace and choose your battles well. Not everybody can move forward towards peace with you. And it feels like the ex is not going to be doing anything that is comfortable for you. In fact, trying to push buttons, trying to trigger, trying to engage in old ways is what's coming through. The Page of Wands, the message is clear that you are going forward. There's a little bit of poverty and lack. And the Queen of Cups is seen here. I want some information on that. We're going to go to the same deck, second deck. Just give me a second because we're only in halfway through the tilde here and it won't let me go forward. The energy is not wanting me to go forward. This is just really gnarly energy that you're coming through and coming out of. It feels like there is still going to be manipulations. Document every fucking thing. Record your conversations. Stay yourself peaceful. Don't let yourself get emotionally triggered. What's going on? You are resilient in this, but there's going to be a lot of smoke and mirrors is what I'm getting off of this. Now, usually this is the time to make choices or procrastination, but there's smoke and mirrors. There's still somebody trying to tell you what you are and are not in charge of. There's still legal bullshittery. Fuckery is afoot is what I'm getting. You need to be resilient and hold your ground, hold your ground. You are tired, but hold your ground, hold your ground. There is new messaging coming in. Now, regarding this Five of Coins and the Queen of Cups, I want clarity on this. You're going to have to start over. The Tower and the Liberation comes at a cost, honey. So the freedom that you're going to get is going to come at a cost, and then you're going to have to walk away from something here. Now, you asked specifically about the custody. It feels like the custody is probably going to be okay, but perhaps the money isn't going to be what you think it is. Let me see if I got this right. Hang on. You were asking about, will everything be known or will the truth be out? This is the next half of the tilde. It feels like the custody that you're going to get the custody, but it's going to take a little bit of time. You know, whenever there's this situation, somebody gets the primary. I don't think it's going to be soul. I think it's going to be somebody. I think you're going to be getting the primary. Now, you trust your higher self above me or anybody else that's a reader. I am not a judge. I am not the attorney. But this is a time where I feel very strongly that you need to cover your ass rather than pick a fight. Just be crisp, abrupt, stay on task, stay on point. It feels like you will get the custody, but you are having, and again, here's you and the kids traveling together, leaving the rough waters. But there is going to be some shenaniganery is what I'm saying. Now, will the truth come out? And this is where we get emotionally attached to the truth or unfairness of a situation where it doesn't feel like justice. And sometimes the judges just don't give a rip on what that's going on. Let's see what's going on. The truth will be known. Will it matter as much as you think it should? No. This is, you're going to be grieving some sort of loss, the Two of Cups that never could have been. The sword of truth is there. There is the money that is coming towards you. This is important for you. It feels like the money will be a little bit in your favor, but it does not feel like say there was an infidelity that created a divorce or something. The judge is not going to care because he sees it all day, every day. Your contribution towards what you've created so far in your marriage is going to be honored, but you're going to know what you've done and what you've sacrificed more than anybody else. The strength is there. Follow your inner nudge going forward. The Chariot's there also. Follow your inner nudge going forward. You do have the ability to balance this out. What I'm feeling, what's coming through, is the sense that the judge is going to kind of see through the bullshittery, but it doesn't mean that he's going to legally say, yeah, okay, you fucked it up, shame on you, or towards the ex, that he's not going to be in the business of placing blame. He doesn't give a rip. He's seen divorce. He's like they're acting as a referee for two adults, right? So it's like, aggravation, anything else. Queen of Wands wants to come through with fiery, approachable. This is something you're recovering. Your own fiery self is coming through. Much more approachable. Now let's see what else is going on through here. Wow. Okay, it's like the swords are hanging over you. You need to be able to move on. Realize the rock bottom has already happened. You're already moving in the new direction. The ex is realizing that too, and it's really, really difficult for the ex to realize that, but that's what's going on. And then here's the card where you get to go out and be Batman. There's a little bit of hesitation, but you are going to be able to go out and succeed and do this in a way that is really, really strong. The legals around you feel perilous. You're navigating the water just fine. Anything else you need to know going forward? Whoa. Entering the High Priestess year. Now, this is a big damn deal. You are going to sit at the gates of wisdom. You are going to sit where knowledge resides in your subconscious and in your conscious. And how do you bring this forward? It's huge for you right now. The legals are going to know, but they're going to have to follow a certain book. The legals are going to know what's going on, how you have to follow what's coming through. Flat out, it feels like that the custody is going to land in your favor, but will the truth come out? Will the truth come out? Will the truth come out? I don't know if it's going to be as heavily important as you would like it to be, and that's going to feel unfair, and it's going to sting a little bit. That's what it feels like. Anything else she needs to know going forward? Sometimes the ugly truth of the situation is the ugly truth of the situation. Sometimes it's a more than ugly, sometimes a little bit a darker kind of ugly truth of the situation. However, it's not always relevant in what they can do. There is limitations in what judges can do, and they see things so often. What's going to happen? You know your truth. Your kids know the truth of the situation. Whether they can clarify, what's gone on or not, they know on some level. They know what's going on. Stay resilient. Stay in your power. Stay in your strength. It's going to take a lot, but hold your boundaries strong. You are resilient even though you're weary. And this is the thing. You're weary. Don't let it let it cause you to make poor choices. Stay resilient. Stay strong. You're able to defend what needs defended right now. You're not like wackadoo and off for thinking what you want to defend. You're fine on that, but just stay resilient. And realize that it's okay to feel this. This is the card of the wounded soldier who has set up all these defenses, but has to stand strong for one more battle, and it feels very much like that's accurate for you. The Star. Second chances, hope, and healing for the Star card. Let me not get myself kicked off. There we go. The Star card. This is where the truth is there. There is reason to hope for the future. There is a time where you need to be in the healing waters. So be in the healing waters whenever you can. Be in the sense of healing, expecting things to go in a way that is for your highest and best good, even if sometimes it's not what you think it is, even if sometimes it's not what you exactly want it to be, to call it forward. This is what's going on. I think it will land in your favor, but not every aspect of it is going to be what you like. And it feels very much like push comes to shove. Sometimes when something fails in a relationship, it just doesn't matter. We just have to get on with it. And it feels like that regarding whatever the truth coming out is, we still have to get on with it. It doesn't mean you don't have time to heal it or won't need the healing. The healing work will come, but a time will come where it becomes less painful. A time will come where it becomes less relevant to what feels like you have to have this known. You have to have this. Everybody has to see that this guy screwed it up or this fuckery has happened. A time will come when you move past that. And being resilient is what's important to you now. It's like you hold the coin, you're ready to move forward. This is you really, really ready. It's like the student has gained something, knows something, and the gift is with you. That's what I've got. That's complete. Gorgeous, tricky, difficult. Good luck going forward. Good luck on that. That is a challenging one. And this is Ciro Marchetti's The Grand Lux Tarot. And I just took the borders off of each different one. So off of this one and then taking it down to that and then down to that. This is one of my favorite decks. You don't see it all the time, but it handles the big baddie questions real well. So that's what I've got on that. You are so welcome. Good luck. And keep your paperwork in line, keep your spirit in line, and realize that you'll get through it. You'll move forward. It's just a little bit, well, it's a shitty, difficult situation anytime that this is coming up, but you're in the mix of it right now. You do have the resilience to get through it. So that's what I got for you, sweetie. Get my hair clip in here. It's like driving me crazy. Yeah, tap the screen, guys. Go crazy on the tapping. I'm trying to get to 10K and see what happens to boost things in the algorithm. We'll see what's going on. If you've got a question, go ahead and ask. If you want to get a blind reading, it's $20. And that's where I bust out, like, over here. You guys can see. Over here, oracles. And then along the way, tarot. You know I love tarot. That's what's going on. I won't be on tomorrow. So I'm on for today. I won't be on tomorrow. Fingers crossed I'll be back on Wednesday. But this is what I've got going on. So for today, woohoo, I'm here right now. Let's keep it rolling. So tap the screen like crazy. If we want to see what's going on or if you have questions about certain decks or specific decks that I have, I'm happy to answer or show you what I've got. But that's what we got going on. Ah, thanks, Steph. Thanks. Yeah, that algorithm is a little bit of a kooky thing these days. So, yeah, tapping is clapping. Go ahead and tap the screen. Tap the fuck out of it. Whack, whack, whack. That's how it goes. Anything from the gang. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, Nell has been really noisy lately, kind of in the background, noisy. We'll see what's going on. I want to get out her cards. They're over here. Okay. These are the ones that Nell just loves. She's showing, you know, she's always, Nell is one of my guides, and she's coming in by this rock, and she's usually stomping or splashing or playing. And right now she is just swimming in the current, but the current is going against her. Why are you swimming against the current? And she's not even having a rough time of it. The reading was scary, on point with manipulation and people thinking they're in charge. Yeah. Hang in there, honey. Hang in there. Sometimes it's just like, you gotta grit your teeth, bite your lip, and get through it how you can. All right. Swimming against the current doesn't serve. It's fun. Nell is saying swimming against the current doesn't serve. It's fun. She's giving me, this is what I'm seeing her. Look what I can do. Look what I can do. Look what I can do. And it's like she's showing off the swimming strokes even though she's swimming against the current. She's not going anywhere. Look what I can do. Look what I can do. What is that about? All right. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, she's remembering. You got the Queen of Cups coming through. Queen of Cups coming through in a very strong way. And then this huge announcing, look what I can do, look what I can do. And then what's going on? Oh, the Four of Cups coming through. All right. She's bringing this forward because sometimes we get all pouty, all going within, all in our own thing, our own mind. And a little bit, we're focused on what our perspective is, very focused on what's in front of us rather than what the universe is offering. Okay. Yeah. Okay. She's instead of going this way, she's now going this way as if she's just going to float with the current now. And she's really like this, just like arms behind her, floating the river, floating with the current. What do you want to say about that? Second deck. Okay. Instead of struggling to prove yourself in the world, older Nell is in the house now. Instead of struggling to prove yourself in the world, know your own ferocity, know your own power, know your own strength, and float the fucking river. Wow, okay, all right. There is a sense of sleekness, a sense of understanding, a sense of knowing your emotions are here to guide you, and you know how to ride that current, baby. You know how to do this. You know how that's done. All right, what else? Okay, we're flashing back to young Nell again. Flashing back, all right. Oh, she's just boinging out of the water, hopping out of the water, springing out of the water, going up on the sand. She's going up on the sand in her birthday suitery. Yeah, going up on the sand in her birthday suitery, walking through, and as she walks through, very interesting. I've never seen this. She's walking on the sand, and as she's walking, there's a little bit of light reflecting, like on wings, transparent wings. There's light reflecting on her wings, and it's like they're drying. They're not full spread, but they're drying. Very, very interesting. Sometimes I see her winged and sometimes not. She's so fey. She's going into the forest now. As she goes into the forest, it's like she comes in more clothed, more strong, fey, but also with the human accoutrements, with the donning of the clothes, donning of a hat, donning of a cloak. There's a strange hat she's wearing and a cloak. She's got like a tipped hat that makes me think of like a Robin Hood hat. And the cloak, what's going on with that? Because she's navigating. This is all the playing, friendly with the forest, friendly with the humans, friendly with everything that's going on around, and navigating through the forest and following her own sense of truth. This is powerful here. This one she really, really loves. Very, very focused on the truth and the path that she needs to walk. Rather than the look what I can do, look what I can do. Nobody needs to see what you can do. You just need to do what you can do. And instead of trying to prove, take your gift that's being offered and go forward. Go forward, navigate. Understand and be celebrating exactly what it is, that the gift that you're trying to bring forward. The truth that you carry forward is huge. You don't have to prove a point, argue a point, or disrupt anything. Stand in your truth and keep walking forward. Yeah? Then you float the river? Yeah? Yeah. Okay, what else? The accoutrements. She finds that word kind of funny. She's saying poo-poo on the accoutrements. We're here in human school having our human experience. And she's laughing at sometimes how we get a little bit silly in what we're doing, how we get caught up in our nonsense, how we get caught up in the linear A to B-ness when there's so much going on besides that. Yeah, there's way more going on. It's like you're riding the celestial saucer going on. This is huge. This is the Knave of Pentacles. We make it such hard work. It's like you think you're working with the Knight of Pentacles in the Clydesdale and the horse that's going through there. She's saying you're riding the celestial saucer. We are creating more. We are doing more manifesting. We are actually doing bigger things than we would measure, because we measure in a finite, human, kind of limited kind of way. And we measure it in a very narrow field. And there's so much going on. Be very, very aware of yourself as you're announcing what you want to move forward towards. Be very, very aware of those who are supportive of you, that want to move forward with you. And then navigate your path. Don't be reliant on the others, but navigate your path and they will come with you. Okay, what else you got? Declare for yourself, reclaim for yourself, declare for yourself, reclaim for yourself. She likes this pride in this march. We've seen her stomp around the rock before, and she's moving through this forest, and it's like this pride in the walk. The pride in the message you carry forward is huge. Be very, very proud. Chin up, tits out, that kind of thing. Yes. Yes. A Queen of Pentacles. Know your worth, know your value. You don't have to be shy about it. This is very, very happy energy. This is very young Nell type of energy coming through. Very happy, very pleased, and very proud of all of the things that she's doing as she goes along. So when you grab things off the trees, when you grab things off the talent tree, when you grab things off the talent tree and you use the talent, shine, sparkle it up, shine, sparkle it up, then move forward, grab something else off another talent tree. These apples, these fruits, these things that you see people picking, they're all juicy, juicy goodness. The talent tree is here for you. Yeah, yeah. It's scarves in the park. Yeah, yeah. She knows about this. In Utah, there's a scarves in the park where in the fall, there used to be this thing where you put scarves in the park and people could come get scarves if they needed them, like homeless people or whatever. But the talent tree, the people that would do the scarves, keep going, day in, day out, practice, practice, practice. Yes, stack the stitches, scarves in the park. The talent tree, pick your talent, use your voice, sing your song, play your thing. Play your instruments. Song, parade, march, strong strength, come through. Know your truth. Navigate the woods in the way that you walk, in the way that you march. Navigate the woods. This is your talent tree time. So many, many, many things to do. Not just one gift, not just one. Who would be stingy to one? She's asking who would be stingy and think they only have one gift, one talent to share with the world. She wants us to know that we have many gifts and we need to share our gifts. We might focus on one at a time, but none of us are gifted only one gift. We have many gifts that we're supposed to be sharing with the world at this point, and it's hugely important for us at this time. Anything else? March stronger. March stronger is what I'm getting. This is important for us. That's what's coming through. It's beautiful, beautiful energy. March stronger. Be proud of what it is that you want to carry forward to the world. Yeah. March stronger, she says. So instead of trying to prove your point with a look what I can do swimming, go into like just the relaxing with the flow and march stronger in your own purpose. Marching to your own drum is very, very much important. Answering the call, very much important. That's what I've got. That's complete. Holy cow. All right, that's what Nell had for us today. It's been a little while since we've heard from Nell, but hey, whatever. Love it. That's what's going on. All right, let me get a little bit of water. We'll see what's going on the list. Tap the screen like crazy if we can, guys. That would really help. And this is what we got going on today. It's the usual stuff. Here's how you can pay me. Here's what's going on. And let Kim know if you've made a payment, and we'll see what's going on. Let me get some water. Yeah, Nell is super fun. And it's super fun to be able to see her in the younger age and also in the older age. Okay. I'm getting the nudge to talk to you guys about how you would see or how would you enhance the spiritual gifts that you want to experience, claim, move, and work with. So we're going to go in there and we're going to go into Lucy's deck now. Lucy's coming through. It's like Nell has just tossed something to Lucy. What is it? It looks like she's tossed some sort of disc, and as Lucy reaches out, there's ribbons coming. She's grabbing what is ribbons. Accolades. So we're going to see what's going on with Lucy now. How do we enhance our spiritual gifts? Talking to Lucy. Oh, the people are outside. Somebody on Labor Day is having to do yard work out here. Poor them, but I'm glad they're doing it. Okay. Four of Swords. First thing is retreat. This is retreat. Get really, really still. Get really, really quiet. Hear what's going on around you and breathe. Page of Pentacles. So interesting. This is what we've seen a lot today. The Page of Pentacles. We saw it in Nell's. Lucy offered it, and here it is. Offering up the gift. You've studied something. You know something. Let what it is that subconsciously that wants to come up, let the imagination and the feeling all come together. We've seen those, I think they're called Ikagi. They're the three circles that overlap, right? So think of your imagination, your subconscious, and then what wants to come through, the gift that wants to come through. Let it through. Don't think that one is not to do with the other. Don't think one is not mixed with the other. Be in that flow state. The Two of Cups is here. What it is that you naturally gravitate towards to offer, do more of this that brings you happy. Reflect on the experiences where you feel like you have been in flow. This is the Queen of, yes. She wants you looking through a lens, looking at the cup, reflecting back on the past point. She's also offering us a little bit of the Six of Cups from the Sacred Rose Tarot. Is that where it is? I'd have to look way, way back. The Six of Cups there, and the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands in particular, the Six of Cups is all about nostalgia. The Four of Wands, there's a child with her chin up looking towards the sun, so happy to celebrate life, so happy to be in the moment. This is where we're at. This is how we move through that portal in such a strong way. What else we got here? There needs to be celebration. That card is the one of ribbons. This is the celebration. This is the portal that is a line that is dancing through. Some of us are hesitant to step in and dance through that portal. Dance through what is set up in that 11:11 synchronicity. Some of us are a little reluctant. The higher call is right there, right now, calling us, calling us, calling us. The tower that has been before for us is meant to liberate us. Don't let that be in your way. Don't build up on something that isn't working. We all know what the tower is and how I love that card, but quit building on something that's old, out of date, doesn't work, doesn't serve. Start building something that is new, different. The foundation is solid, but the building was wonky. Building in a wrong direction. Building with a little bit more of a heavy accent on one side doesn't serve. Get to the Leaning Tower of Pisa, as she's showing me. Six of Pentacles. Build towards your gifts. Honor towards your gifts. Not what you've been told. Not what you've been told. Your gifts are more important than you think. Yes, okay. All right. Okay. Sometimes we think the artists all have to be starving artists. No, they don't. The art needs honor. The art is the work. The art is the expression that lifts the vibration. Sometimes we think that anybody who sings needs to be rock and roll famous. No, no, no. The world will dictate a certain thing about the value of your art, the value of creation, the value that you bring forward. No, no, no. When you hear the call, you must answer the call. So whether you're poet, artist, singer, whatever this is that you are called to do, you must honor that. This authenticity, this true to self, yes, this is how you see clearly. This is how you move clearly. This is how you offer clearly to the world. Keep bringing your gift forward that you feel resonant and most yourself in. It is important work, even if you cannot measure it. It is important work. It is holding a grid in place. A grid. It's holding a grid in place. Very interesting. When we think of like 3D World, the power company, the power grid, and how the lines have to go here, there, and everywhere. If there isn't a line, if a line goes down, then power can go out for a whole bunch of people, right? If we think about the light workers grid, the grid of what is the spiritual grid, that kind of work, we need to hold our portion of the light strong. And we need to stand and follow the nudge, stand in our strength, and hold this in the gentle way. We are holding more of the grid together than we know right now. This is a time where this tower is falling for many. The tower is falling for many. We've got the tower, we've got judgment, we've got strength up here. This is huge, huge, huge energy. Huge energy coming up. There is a tower. For some people, they're still in the fall. They don't understand that. Listen, they just feel like they're free falling. They don't understand that they have been called to do something higher, to do something a little more challenging. They don't understand how gorgeous it can get. Strength card here. It is more than an invitation for you right now. This is more than the invitation. This is the time and the call to action of your higher self to come forward, to allow your authenticity through, to allow what must come through. What needs be, must be. This is a time for healing. This is a time for stranding work. This is a time for holding your segment of the light. Do not let the dark corrode the light within you. Do not let the stress, the drama, the daily grunge and grind corrode the light within you. Hold that light. Yes, you start with gratitude. Yes, you start with sun energy. Yes, you start with where you're at each morning. Dust away the doubt. Hold that light. Stand in your truth. Very deliberate speaking. When you need the quiet, get quiet. Then return again. This is how you hold that grid. Your part is equally important as the parts of the people who are more public. So Don't get lost in the land of hero worship because you're busy doing your own hero's quest, doing your own journey. You're busy doing this. It's significant. It's important. What else do you want to tell us? Stand in your strength. Stand in your truth. Stand in your truth. But I said stand in your truth. What are you asking me to do? It is like the precious cable, the many, many cables, the many, many strands that create the cable, create the strength in that grid. To conduct, to carry, to hold the light. Hold the light. Strengthen the line. Ancestral strength is coming through to help add light, add power, add juice to the spiritual strength of your line. Some of you will know exactly what I'm talking about. Strengthen the line. Hold the line. There's a gift coming through. I don't know who this is for. The mini of the tower. The tower will be diminished for some of you, and it will be felt, but it's many, many, many. And you are to separate from what would be the tradition, to go your own way, to go your own path. We're having generational breakthrough, legacy breakthrough. Whatever is the tradition of the path, it's time to deconstruct, to move forward in order to elevate. You will do it in a way of finding your own type, taking a portion of your tribe and going your direction. There is something to be said for tradition, but there is something to be said for the courage it takes to leave the tradition behind, to go your own way, to not feel lack, but to know that this separation is absolutely necessary at this time. It's not like these people are sitting in the tower and it crumbles. They jump to something new. The Fool. They jump to something new and the Fool shows up. This is taking the leap of faith, leaving something else behind in order that you might go for something bigger. The ancestors help push. The ancestors help you land. The ancestors help create the net that you leap towards when you hold the light, hold the line, and have the courage to take this leap of faith. That's what I've got. That's beautiful. Holy cow. That's what I've got on there. Holy smokes, folks. That's what I've got. That feels complete on there. Wow. I love that. I love, love, love that. All right. I'm going to put these to the side and get some water. And Kim, is there anybody on the list or is the list clear right now? The list is clear. Okay. Yeah, it is a great time to get a reading from me. If you want to get a reading, this is what I do. There's only a few of us in the room. Hey, should we see what the collective has if we went into the bones? Yes. Yes, we should. Okay. All right, we're going to do it, guys. I don't think I've done a bones collective for us, but we are going to do a bones collective. Wow, wow, wow. This is going to be very, very interesting. We'll throw a few bones for the collective, see what's going on. Okay. Stretch this way just for a moment. Yeah. I'm spreading this, but this feels like play, guys. This is so much fun. All right. We're going to go here. What is it? I don't think we need all the bones, but we need some of the bones. What do you want to see? Okay, I'm going to tip this down. Whenever I'm tipping that down, it wants to send me a weird message. Wow. Okay. All right. What do we got here? The past solo bone and the past solo no longer solo, standing strong in the past, where we've had this strong and we felt almost like a leaning over. We need to lean into something else that is the challenge for us. We've got this ancestral and spiritual strength below us that we've been sitting in, but we feel like we've been walking alone when we haven't. There's more around us angelically from the higher realms than we have recognized. The creative power and the desire to move forward is here. This is really, really, I'm getting a reference to like a strength of wasabi, a strength of the wasabi where, you know, when you have so much wasabi on the sushi, it makes the back of your hair itch. You're like, oh, yeah, this is a powerful, powerful zap to what it is. It will upright the leaning one, upright the one who's been burdened. There is an uprighting of this bone. This is like it wants to move and be straight here. There is a balancing coming in. There is the scales that need to be balanced. We need to shift from leaning and feeling burdened or feeling like put upon, and we need to shift it to standing in our strength, standing in our truth. There is multiple on the sides of the guides coming through, asking us to move forward. And then here, such creative stuff coming through. The spiritual knowing and the speaking our truth needs to happen. The lonely woods that we've walked through, crossed through, there is something coming through. There is something that, yes, all right. This is definitely going to be sounding a little weird, and I don't give a rip. There is something that is on the nose a little bit much. And some of the clairs, we always forget the clair of scent. The clair of scent is not just about putting on the sage or the incense or the essential oil. It's when you're smelling something in the air, when you know, when your spidey senses are tingling, when you're smelling smoke in the air, but nobody in your home smokes, and there's no fire that is lit, and there's nothing burnt. Gogs loves that. Gogs loves that. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Gogs wants me to share. The other day I kept smelling smoke, and I couldn't figure out what it was. I'm like, what in the hell? Because we're on the end of our townhomes. Nobody smokes near us. Phil and I don't smoke, and if you do, you do. Smoke them if you got them. But to smell smoke just randomly out of nowhere was really weird. And it happened a few different times, and I wasn't getting it. Like I was being thick as a brick. Yeah, Gogs is really laughing. Yeah. Thick as a brick barely covers it, but yeah. There's two that have crossed over that are very, very masculine on the other side that aren't Gogs. My grandfather and a good friend of mine. And they come through kind of all together, and the masculine smoke smell comes through. And this is very much, it's not so much the pot talk, but it's the masculine, the divine masculine coming through in a protective way that came through when I'm smelling the smoke. I'm supposed to know this. And I was like in the 3D, like in human, where's that smoke coming from? I wasn't thinking at all in the other. It was me needing to know that their presence was there. When it clicked, I was like, oh, duh. Okay. All right. Got it. So this is what can happen. And sometimes things are on the nose. The spiritual gift, following the nose and moving through things, is hugely, hugely important for us. Navigating the woods, navigating where the smoke comes through, navigating the clairs that are the unusual clair. Now, for everyone, is it going to be clair smelling, clair aliens? No. For some, it might be clair cogs or clairauds coming on, but whatever is the clair that you're like, look at that again. Double check that clair. This is your psychic gifts trying to come in, and I was asking about this before. They're trying to balance. You don't need to be too heavy in just one gift. One might be your primary way of driving, but there are others that are other senses that we have, and our clairs can come in that way too, and this is something we need to know. This helps our voice come through. It helps our knowing come through, helps our seeing come through, right? This is something that needs to come through. In all things, allow for the energy of love to direct our path. In all things, allow the energy of erring on the side of the universe, loving you and being conspiring for you. Everything that the universe is bringing forward is for our good, for our growth, for our expansion. Sometimes it's challenging and we don't want it, and it's like we can't even possibly fathom how a difficult situation would benefit us down the track, but it's because we're not down the track. So try to trust and remember to trust that the universe is actually moving us towards the direction of love, always, always, always. Down the track from now, standing strong. It's like we've done a total 180. Standing strong, standing strong. A lot of the bareness in the bones is coming through. This one very bare. This one very bare. Now, they could have landed a little bit different with this gold shimmer here or with hints of blue here, but they didn't. They landed on their bare side. This is very, very different. This is... if you think Star card, if you think Judgment card, Naked Before Your Maker card, these are the kinds of energies, us in our raw form coming through in these raw and kind of like, is that for real kind of thing? Where we kind of second guess. Don't second guess. Yeah, it is what it is. If you're smelling the smoke, if you're having lyrics drop bombed left and right, you guys have seen when the clairs come in and I can't hardly get the reading out without the lyric coming through. This is what's coming through as the gift, the gift. The feminine loves this. The divine feminine loves this. They're asking for you to be very clear, like a quartz crystal is clear, and how utilized that can be, whether it's in modern technology or ancient technology. There is value in the clear quartz because there's a transparency. There's an authenticity about that. There's something huge about that for you. There is a gem in the knowing that the transparent, the authentic self needs to allow resonance to come through. Yes. Anything else on that? No, but I'm going to let you see the bones here. Let you see how they lay. All right, now we're going to go into Jillian Hart's deck. That is the Tarot of the Naked Heart. We're going to see what's going on for a message, and we're just going to go in a line across. She has on her mat here, the naked heart holds the secret to the soul, and these bones coming up bare is really, really strongly emphasized. Let's see what's coming up through here. The Ace of Cups, the spiritual gift being offered in a huge, huge way. Offered strongly. It's only one of the gifts. It's offered by the arm, the hand, the extension. The offering of the octopus is like the underworld and the sea, but the octopus has many, many gifts, many, many hands. Imagine if there was many, many gifts coming through, a gift in each hand. If this was coming through, amplify, multiply. Amplify, multiply. This is the Innocence of Cups. This is the Page. This is getting creative and understanding what's being offered to you is important. It might not look like what you think. Usually this is the Stinky Fish Tea card, but it's coming through bigger than you know. You're going into the water. You're scooping up that water, expecting one thing as the emotional gift, and you're getting something way more substance than you think. Creativity here, huge, huge, huge. Queen of Wands. This is approachableness, receptivity, having your mojo, being on fire, excited and inspiring. This is huge for you going forward. Next thing out. Ha! Ha! Look at this! Woo! Rainbow quartz crystals all coming through. Really, really gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Multiple cups, just what I said. Multiple cups coming through. There is a vibrancy coming to life in what it is that you are allowing the clairs to be lit, lit, lit. One at a time, perhaps. Multiple sometimes, perhaps, but lit up, excited. There is much illumination coming through. And the Six of Pentacles, it's all about the gifts, and the universe wants to gift, gift, gift. It's going to go in circles until you understand the gift that you're being given, and it's just giving, 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 giving. Be ready to receive. Be approachable and ready to receive. The gifts are coming through in a huge way. That's what I've got. That is beautifully complete on the bones. Holy smokes, guys. Holy smokes, holy smokes. Yeah, that's what I got. That's incredible to me. When we think about our chakras getting in alignment, when we think about this 10 of Cups, this happy ever after +1 coming into huge alignment, when we think of the gifts of the crystals that have been laid for us from the past that are here for us to find now, it is as if the ancestors had planned like a little Easter egg hunt or a treasure hunt for us to discover along our path. Very much in that line of reference. Very much in that line of reference. Yeah, it's like they planted little Easter eggs and surprises all along the way. Now, we know Easter eggs, like if you're thinking of the Swifties, or if you're thinking of Disney movies, or Easter eggs in that kind of way. Delightful surprises. We've forgotten how to treasure hunt. And it's like this is the time to be on the treasure hunt of our own spiritual gifts. They are closer to the surface than we know. And if we dig just a little bit deep, we'll find them. That's amazing. Amazing and beautiful. I love that for us. Love, love, love it for us. So that's what I've got on that. Okay, let me get some water and we'll see if there's anything on the list. Anything else we want to do while I'm here today. We'll see what's going on. And please tap the screen. Tapping is clapping, blabbity blah. You guys know the drill. You know the drill. Okay. Is there anything else that we need to go into, or any other questions? If you guys got questions for me that are like just about general decks or whatever, go ahead and ask. Oh, yeah. One of the recent decks that I got that is, I kind of consider it like a Nell deck, is this the Steampunk Fairy deck, and it's one that I got 2 of. I thought I'd show you a little bit of that, so we'll show some of those cards. Just, it takes you to a different kind of place and land. You guys know I love my tarot so much. This is very Steampunk Fairy and Fae. It's a new one that I am still enjoying and learning to work with, but it feels very Nell to me. Nell would like to claim half the decks, honestly. This is how Nell would like to operate. She would like to claim half of them. Some of them are a little bit more strongly her than others. But look at this, no wonder. These cards are amazing. This one is the, here we have the Queen of Wands. Look at this. No, the 7 of Wands, excuse me. I'm like, where's the Queen? I've got to get my bifocals back in my glasses. It's just ridiculous. Do I still have classes? Yes. Let me show you what I've got for that. Where did those little... There they are. This is what we got. Okay. So, the classes. This is what I do. The Tarot 1, 2, 3 classes. It's $123. It's about 3 hours of content. And it's video content. You take it at your own pace. And then I do 2 follow-ups for a half hour. But you guys know I tend to get a little chatty, sometimes go over. But we'll go over maybe if you have questions or homework about the court cards. Or maybe the numbers aren't quite making sense. Or you're having trouble figuring out why is the major arcana so different than the minor. Usually the majors are more to do with the overarching things, but sometimes they can have a thunderous effect where the minors we tend to get caught up and lost in. Or how do we get reading where we feel like we're in the flow? How do we do this? I'm still offering those. You can reach me at A5C Butterfly. This is the information there. And you'll get the 2 follow-ups, and then we just go into it. So you take it at your own pace. But that's the classes that I have. I love reading cards. I love, love, love the tarot. And as you go into it, I love the Rider-Waite-Smith more than the Thoth. But I used to not like the keywords decks, and I have a couple that are really kind of fun and interesting. The Holy Grail one is nice, but you'll find that your own lexicon, your own style of reading is different. You'll find that your timing might be a little different than somebody else's. You'll find that you rely on one card and the meaning of that card comes through a little bit stronger for you. Some people are being like, well, do I read reverses? Do I have to learn the reverses? Once you understand the card, you probably understand the reverses too, and you read how this is most beautiful to you. You read what flows, and mostly you rely on your own intuition. Did I get a shipment from you recently? I don't think I did. I'll have to double check my mailbox. I don't think I did. So I'll double check and see. So if you have something for me to look and double check on, Phil got a box recently of Jolly Ranchers. So thank you. I don't think he's watching right now. He's driving. So that came. So he will be excited to see that. So I would remember it if I did. Okay, I'll be on the lookout. Maybe it's just because Labor Day and things are slow, or maybe it's just in the mailbox and I need to go check my mail. But yeah, I'll take a look. And see. So yeah, LM Dream Interpretation. She's amazing. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at that. Yeah, I do have one that is is it the Wanderwood? That's an interesting one that gets into a little bit of dream space. Then there's the Dreamkeeper's Tarot, which I like. And then there's an oracle that's just all about dream interpretation that I've got in my oracles. And it's pretty interesting. But pay attention. If you're on the astral and you're learning a lot in your dreams, pay attention. You'll get some crazy cuckoo kind of messages. You'll get gifts. Oh, that I'm amazing. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Yeah, if you get messages on the astral, pay attention. You'll be able to do things like, for me, when I'm dreaming, I can play really good basketball, and I'm all of 5'2.5". So I wasn't ever the center one on the basketball team. No. And I can ice skate in my dreams, and then I get crazy dreams. Phil had a dream that he shared with me the other day where he was talking with his dad who was crossed over. So it's really, really interesting to see where the astral takes us. And sometimes we get just the cuckoo, we ate something that doesn't agree with us dreams. But other times we get very, very profound, inquisitive dreams, or things that will make us, I will cry or laugh or sleep talk my head off. If I'm very animated in my sleep. So yeah, I'm a little bit of a short one. I know. I wish I had the longer legs, but I didn't get the longer legs or the longer neck. I do sometimes have the longer nails, but yeah. So anyway, that's what's going on with that. I don't know. Is there anything else we want to chat about? Or should I I don't want to go clean my kitchen, guys. I really don't, but that's okay. You've been doing some dream interpretation for 20 years. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Sometimes some people have that gift and you know it early on because people will say, and you've probably had this happen a lot, people will say, I had the craziest dream, blah, 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 blah. And before you even know it, you're like, well, this could mean blah, blah, blah. Or have you thought about how this relates to blah, blah, blah? Before you even know it. Thanks, Mrs. K. Thanks. You'll see what's going on. Or have you been afraid to take this on? Something that once startled me that somebody told me in dreaming that I hadn't known. I had a dream there was a very large, and this was years ago, a very large white snake coming through. White being truth, snakes being truth and wisdom, but also a little bit scary. And we've learned to get a little bit of fear of that. And usually that's when you're coming up and facing a fear. And it was around the time when I was making decisions about a divorce years and years ago. And it was like, So it's something to keep an eye on if you get certain imagery or unusual things. And the color of animals sometimes coming through the dreams, pay attention to that. But I think that's probably going to do it for me today, unless you guys have other questions. And I'll be back probably at 11 on Wednesday. That's my plan. So I think that's going to be it for today. Yeah, our dreams definitely bring us the answers. Sometimes we don't even know we've got the question bouncing around, and they definitely do. So come on by again Wednesday. We'll play some more. We'll see what's going on. A certain someone told me that I'd like to argue with my sister when, oh my gosh, I do. Like, okay, I will share probably a little bit personal before I sign off. Yeah, this dream, my sister used to always, like, we'd get in the car and we'd go do things, and there was always one more errand, one more errand, one more errand. And we'd be like, ah. So this particular sister sometimes will come in and vex my dreams, and it's like, ah. So yeah, sometimes they will come in. So that will happen, echoes of the childhood past. And sometimes it'll come in and there's family doing different things. Sometimes we're in the roles of versions of ourselves that were younger, and sometimes we need to address issues that were from a younger time. So yeah. But that's what I've got. Thank you guys for being here today. I love doing this, and I love spending time with you. So I will see you on Wednesday. And bye-bye for now, guys. See you later.